Last August, in a small apartment in Seattle, a 36-year-old marketing manager named Lauren sat on the floor of her bedroom surrounded by Amazon boxes. 6 of them, 3 different vendors, all delivered that morning at 9:14 a.m. Lauren had ordered them at 11 p.m. the night before, while watching reruns. She did not remember why she'd ordered them. She didn't remember what was in any of the boxes. She just sat there. Then her phone buzzed. It was her bank app, asking if she'd like to set up overdraft protection because her checking account had just gone $73 negative. Lauren earns $94,000 a year. She had been earning $94,000 a year for 3 years. She had $211 in savings. She had $7,400 on her credit card. She sat there on the bedroom floor. She didn't open any of the boxes. She walked to the dresser, pulled out the last 12 months of bank statements, and made one column. Purchases she could remember why she made. 2/3 of her spending, she could not. That night, Lauren made a decision. 5 things. Just 5. Not everything. 5 categories. Gone. For 90 days. As an experiment. 90 days later, her bank account had healed. I'm Trish, and I sit across from the people who actually fixed it. So the 5 things Lauren cut out of her life, you can cut tonight. Here's the part that hurts. Lauren is not unusual. She is the average late 30s American with a decent income. Studies consistently find that 40% of clothing purchases are never worn. Average American families spend $1,700 a year on clothes, and women spend over twice that. The average garment is worn 7 to 10 times before being thrown out. Almost half of consumer wardrobes contain pieces with the original tags still on them. That's just clothes. Add the kitchen gadgets, the Amazon decor, the skincare, the subscription boxes. The data on Americans is brutal. 27% have 0 emergency savings. 53% live paycheck to paycheck. The median checking account balance for a household is around $8,000. The median emergency fund, when there is one, is $5,000. For 1 in 4 people, it's literally 0. And it's not because they don't earn money. Lauren earns $94,000. She had $211 saved. The problem is not income. The problem is leakage. 5 specific drains, each of them so familiar, so normalized, that you don't even see them anymore. They look like treats. They look like self-care. They look like, I deserve this. They aren't. They are just leaks. I'm going to walk you through Lauren's exact 5, grouped into the 3 places they hide. Then I'm going to tell you what to do tonight. One thing before we go in. The trap with these 5 things is not that they're bad. Some of them are genuinely fun in the moment. The trap is the volume. And the auto-renew. A single stitch fix box is $50. Whatever. A single trip to Sephora is $90. Sure, a single Amazon impulse for a candle warmer is $32. So what? But it's never one. It's 8 stitch fix boxes a year. $400. It's 6 Sephora trips, $540. It's 22 Amazon decor impulses, $700. It's the air fryer, the instant pot, the bread maker, the juicer, the pasta machine, the waffle iron, the smoothie blender, each one $80 to $200. Each one used twice. Each one currently in the basement. Add it all up across a year. And you've quietly spent $7,000 on things you don't use, on things you don't need, on things that make you feel a little better for 30 seconds and then make you feel a little worse every time you look at them after that. That's the actual cost of these 5 categories, not the per item price, the cumulative weight, 3 groups, 5 things. Lauren's exact list. Thing number 1. The aspirational closet. When Lauren took inventory of her closet that night, she found something that broke her a little. She had 14 pairs of yoga pants. She does not do yoga. She had 9 dresses with tags still on them, bought for events that never happened. A blazer for the promotion she was hoping for and didn't get. 3 pairs of running shoes for a habit she started 3 different times and abandoned 3 different times. The yoga pants alone cost her about $1,200 over 4 years. This is the aspirational closet. You are not buying clothes for the life you actually live. You are buying clothes for the life you hope to live. The fitter version of you. The promoted version. The bridesmaid at 8 weddings version. The going to Italy version. Then your real life happens. You wear the same 5 outfits to work, the same 2 pairs of jeans on the weekend, and the aspirational pieces hang there, witnesses to a person you didn't get to be this year. Lauren's rule, and it's the rule I want you to steal, was simple. If I haven't worn it in the last 90 days, and I cannot picture the specific event where I'll wear it in the next 30, it does not enter my house. That was it. One sentence. She stopped buying for the imagined life. She started buying for the actual one. In her case, that one rule alone saved $1,400 the first year, and she dressed better because she only owned things she actually wore. Lauren also had a bathroom counter that looked like a small Sephora, a morning skincare routine of 7 products, an evening routine of 9, 3 different vitamin C serums, 2 retinols, 5 moisturizers, 1 for night, 1 for day, 1 for extra hydration, 1 for under makeup, 1 she just liked the bottle of, 4 cleansers, 6 face masks, a jade roller, a gua sha, an LED mask thing. About 60% of these products were less than half used. About 30% had expired. Total cost over 4 years, somewhere north of $3,200. The self-care stack is the modern logo trap for women, and increasingly for men. The same psychology as designer handbag, but smaller dollar amounts so it doesn't feel real. $40 here, $60 there, a $90 drunk elephant haul during a sale. The bill compounds while you tell yourself you're investing in your skin. Maria, the marketing director from Brooklyn in our Stop Flexing video, had the exact same problem with her Cartier closet. Different category, same trap. Each individual purchase looks small. The lifetime sum is enormous. Lauren's rule for this one was even harsher. Use up what's open. Throw away what's expired. Buy nothing new for 90 days. She discovered something nobody warns you about. Her skin actually got better because she was using fewer products, more consistently, of higher quality. The skincare industry's most expensive secret, using less stuff, works better than using more, always. Lauren's kitchen was the worst part. In her cabinets and basement, she had, counted with me on the phone, 14 separate countertop appliances, an air fryer, an instant pot, a bread maker, a juicer, a pasta maker, a waffle iron, a panini press, an ice cream maker, a spiralizer, an egg cooker, a quesadilla maker, a rice cooker, a specific machine for making donuts, and a Vitamix. She used the Vitamix and the rice cooker. The other 12 had been used a combined total of 19 times over 6 years. Cost about $2,400. This is the kitchen gadget industry's entire business model. Every single appliance sold to you with the promise that this will be the one that changes how you eat. You'll meal prep. You'll juice every morning. You'll make sourdough on weekends. You'll be the person who has homemade ice cream on a Tuesday. You won't. You will keep doing what you've always done, which is cook the same 6 meals you know how to make, on the stovetop, the way your mom did. Yvonne, the retired teacher with $2.8 million from earlier in the series, has 3 small appliances, a coffee maker, a toaster, a hand mixer. That's it. For 30 years, she cooks every night. Lauren's rule: I do not buy any kitchen item under $100 without using it 5 times in someone else's kitchen first. For appliances over $100, I do not buy it. Period. I borrow my sister's air fryer when I want to try it. Saved her about $400 a year, and her counters were finally clear. Walk into Lauren's apartment a year ago, and you would have seen fairy lights everywhere. 3 different candle warmers, a salt lamp, pampas grass in 2 different vases, throw pillows on every surface, a small fountain, wall macrame, 2 plant shelves with 19 plants, 8 of them dead, a neon good vibes only sign, a round mirror with twigs glued around it. Almost every single one of those items came from an Amazon impulse after 9 p.m., after seeing it on TikTok or Instagram. Total cost over 2 years, roughly $1,800. The TikTok decor trap is one of the fastest growing money drains for women under 40. The format is brilliant from the marketer's standpoint. A 15-second video, a trending sound, an aesthetic vibe, a swipe-up link, a 3-day delivery. Done. You don't buy decor. You buy a feeling. The feeling of having a cute apartment. That feeling lasts about 4 days after the box arrives. Then the item just becomes more visual noise in your space. Lauren's rule? Anything decorative goes in a cart and waits 7 days. If I still want it after 7 days, I can buy it. She bought 4% of the things she would have bought before. Saved her about $1,500 the first year. This one is maybe the meanest of the 5 because the subscription box format is engineered specifically to bypass your judgment. Lauren had, and brace yourself, 5 active subscription boxes when we talked. Stitch Fix, clothes she didn't pick, $50 a month plus the styling fee. FabFitFun, beauty and lifestyle items, $59.99 every quarter. A wellness box with herbal teas and crystals, $35 a month. Goldbelly, gourmet food deliveries, average $80 a box monthly, and BarkBox for her dog Charlie, $39 a month. Total, about $1,700 a year. For boxes she described as 60% meh, 30% good, 10% stuff I actually use. Subscription boxes are the perfect modern leak. They auto-renew. They arrive when you forget about them. The box itself is fun to open. That brief dopamine hit, and then you put 60% of the items in a drawer and forget about them. The thing nobody tells you about subscription boxes, the items inside them are not selected for you. They are selected for the company's margin. The reason Stitch Fix doesn't quite get your style isn't an algorithm problem. It's that they're shipping you whatever they have a surplus of. The surprise is the product, not the actual content. Lauren's rule. And this one was easy. Cancel every box. If I miss one within 60 days, I can resubscribe. If I don't, and I won't, they're gone forever. Spoiler, she did not miss a single one. Saved her $1,700 a year on the spot. That's the 5. The aspirational closet, the self-care stack, the single-purpose gadget, the TikTok decor, the subscription boxes. For Lauren, between the 5 categories, about $7,000 a year. From a $94,000 salary, that's 7.5% of her gross income going to things she could not point to and say, that improved my life. She got 90% of it back in 90 days. 3 objections always come up here. Let me handle them. Objection 1. But I like having nice things. So does Lauren. So does Yvonne. So do all of us. The point isn't to live like a monk. The point is to own the things you love. And stop owning the things you forgot you bought. When you cut the 5 categories, you don't have less stuff that makes you happy. You have fewer total things, and a much higher percentage of them are things you actually use and love. That's not deprivation. That's the opposite. Lauren's apartment a year later has fewer items, better quality, genuine joy, and $7,000 more in her bank account. Objection 2. I'm an adult. Why does it matter what I buy? It doesn't, until it does. Lauren had $211 in savings on a $94,000 salary. She was 3 weeks from losing her ability to handle a flat tire without going into debt. That's not freedom. That's a hostage situation. The 5 categories aren't a moral judgment. They're a math problem. Every dollar you put toward a candle warmer is a dollar that's not in your emergency fund, your Roth IRA, or your future. Make the trade-off consciously. If you're choosing the candle warmer over the emergency fund, fine, but know what you're trading. Objection 3. These are little things. They can't add up to that much. They do, demonstrably. $7,000 a year for Lauren. From categories she barely noticed. If she takes that $7,000 a year and invests it in an S&P 500 index fund at the historical 8% average over the 29 years until she retires at 65, that's roughly $810,000, $750,000, from plugging 5 leaks. That a candle warmer is in some way more important than $750,000 at 65. That is a tough sell. You can decide, but know the actual price tag. 3 steps. Tonight, this weekend, this month. Step 1, tonight. Walk through one room. Pick one room, your bedroom or your kitchen. Walk through it slowly. Find the most recent thing you bought in that room. The most recent piece of clothing, gadget, decor, or beauty product. Ask yourself, when was the last time I used it? If you can't remember, that is your category. That is the leak. You don't have to fix it tonight. You just have to see it tonight. Step 2. This weekend, cancel one auto-renew. Open every subscription you have. Stitch Fix, FabFitFun, BarkBox, HelloFresh, the Wine Club, the Flower Delivery, the monthly mystery box. Cancel one of them this weekend. Just one. The one you've enjoyed the least in the last 6 months. You won't miss it. And you'll save $400 to $700 a year from one cancellation. Once a month, cancel one more. In a year, you'll have removed 12 leaks. Step 3. This month, the 30-day Imagine Rule. For the next 30 days, before you buy anything in the 5 categories, clothes, gadgets, decor, beauty products, or subscription boxes, you have to picture yourself using the item 3 times in the next 2 weeks. Specifically, where will you use it? When? With whom? What will you wear with it? What problem does it solve? If you can't picture 3 concrete uses, you don't buy it. Not now, not later, not next paycheck. After 30 days, this becomes a habit. You will save 70 to 90% of the money you would have spent in those 5 categories without sacrificing anything you actually wanted. That's it. 1 room, 1 subscription, 1 mental rule. You will feel something within 2 weeks you have not felt in years. Calm. The math working for you instead of against you. The bank account growing instead of shrinking. If this video helped you, or if you've been quietly accumulating Amazon boxes the way Lauren was, do me one favor. Hit the subscribe button. New video on this channel every single day. Each one is a specific move that puts real money back in your pocket. Same way this one just did. And here's what's coming tomorrow that you do not want to miss. This was the what to stop buying video. Important, but it's only half the equation. The other half, what the quietly wealthy do every single day. Tomorrow, I walk you through 10 specific tiny behaviors that the people who built real wealth, the Yvonnes and the Henrys and the Margarets, share. Not the 7 signs you can spot from outside. The 10 routines they actually do. The way they wake up, the way they grocery shop, the way they handle Amazon, the way they say no to upgrades, the way they protect their attention. 10 habits. Tomorrow. I'm Trish. Talk to you then.